We are in March now. It is the best month of year, in my opinion. And Tom, I'll lead off with you. Does your handicapping change at all when it comes to these conference tournaments? Because we're going to be seeing a lot of games played in neutral court environments. Some of them are pretty much football stadiums. Some of them are Bojangles Coliseum out there in the Big South, the most delicious venue, in my opinion, in all of college basketball. But that said, do you change your approach a little bit when it comes to these games in conference tournaments?
Yeah, I think you have to. Even these last 2 weeks of the regular season, I think are really, really tough. I was going to take the week off. I probably should have. This is a tough time to bet college basketball because a lot of the early edges we had, guys who watch the sport closely and follow it, I think they're gone now. And so I actually spend most of this time looking at conference tournaments instead of this final week of the season, just kind of seeing where I think there's spots. For me, my strategy is in these smaller conferences, I try to stay away from these really deep conferences, like the Sun Belt, for instance. The Sun Belt's loaded. There's like 5 teams I want to bet to win the Sun Belt Conference. So when we get in these mid majors, I try to look for opportunities where where the conference isn't so deep that 4, 5, 6 teams have a legitimate chance to win it.
I do think that that's a good approach to take, and certainly there is a lot of pressure on a lot of these teams when it comes to this time of year. And Justin, do you change your approach a little bit when it comes to conference tournament time?
I think there is definitely something to be said for some of those more loaded conferences taking like a really far out favorite. You're looking at the Sun Belt, like a team like Texas State, that type of run. They're getting like 100-1 odds right now. Like that's the type of ticket I would look at in a conference like that before I'm taking a look at a team like Louisiana or Southern Miss, or everyone's on like South Alabama, USA. But yeah, there's a lot of value on the board, but you have to like know where to look. I do like looking at some of the conferences where it's like a 2 or 3 team race, and trying to get into the structure of the tournament as well. Double buys and everything really help those top seeds.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds, listen for free, find showtimes, and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.